Hey everybody, first day of August. Who would have thought? July's finally done, and at the same time, we have much going on. The fair, start of school, practices, two-a-days, you name it. It's happening, it seems like in August. So is the rain, Lord willing. Who knows? Hopefully it'll actually come this time, at least around this area. I know we desperately need it. Today our reading comes from Hebrews chapter 10, verse 17. And the writer of Hebrews states, Then he adds, I will remember their sins and their lawless deeds no more. And again, this is kind of a recurring theme, and it goes all the way back to the prophet Jeremiah, the 31st chapter. And we see the importance of, I will remember them no more. Which is hard to think in a world that we keep receipts, we keep records. You think nobody's going to miss you? Try telling that to an insurance company. Insurance companies, they keep records of everything. Credit agencies, the internet, obviously tweets and other things. They remember. Some people maybe remember the lawless things or the wrong things we've done. And though we may forgive someone, perhaps another argument comes along and old mistakes reappear. But even if you desire to go ahead and ask for forgiveness, some may not on an account of remembering things. If you've had one of these moments, no doubt, I'm sure it makes you human. The thing that we've said for years, or a poor decision that we've made, it comes haunting back, screaming back in our conscience, in our minds. And it seems as if when everyone else has forgotten it, our own conscience gets the best of us. The reality is that God doesn't act this way. In one of the most comforting portions of all of Scripture, the lawless deeds and acts of sin I will remember no more, God says. It's not that God has a bad memory. It's literally that something is in place of that. Something has replaced it. That God sees the wrath that should have been upon us, and instead he sees the fruition of it, that it was placed upon Jesus. And so for us, when it's difficult to grasp things, we try to go ahead and make sense of it. Sometimes this does not make sense to us. Because how can a God who is loving, who is all-knowing, who is perfect, not only inhabit sinful human flesh, but as well then redeem it because of his love? That's the gospel. It is wonderful. It is amazing. It doesn't make sense. But you know what? God doesn't call us to make sense of it. He calls us to trust it. And remember it when we hurt others. And remember it when others have hurt us. To hear within the Old Testament the priests and the prophets who go ahead and speak about the one who is to come. And Jesus offering the perfect sacrifice as he cries out on the cross, "It is finished." It is, dear Christian. Christians, we are often reminded that believers should look away from themselves and look to the cross. And I would encourage us to do so. Because by looking to the cross, what we see is the literal importance of what has happened. Yes, we see, even if it's Jesus on a cross, we see our sin right there. We don't like it. We squirm because we see right there the effect of our wrongs, our wrongdoings, our sin, that which has been taken by Jesus and placed there upon the cross. But it is also removed. I will remember their sins and their lawless deeds no more. Or as other portions put it, as far as the east is from the west, so I apologize. They must see something out in the distance. Let it be known you don't have to carry tomorrow or yesterday's guilt. God is not keeping a record of forgiven sins. No, he looks at you and he sees Christ. For the blood that was shed, sacrificed for all, covers us. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday for a couple of days. And please make note, at least St. Paul's, we will be having Mission Festival going to area churches over at Bethlehem St. Mark's on the Ridge. So have a great day, everybody. Bye now.